but Edgar says he had never even met Fry. Landor then proposes working together to solve the case. Edgar immediately agrees. After that, Landor gives him the letter found in Fry's hand and asks him to try to understand and complete the incomplete words written in it, then leaves. That night, Edgar visits Landor's house and tells him he has decoded part of the letter. According to the letter, the killer had written it himself and invited Fry to the place where he would be killed, under the pretense of some important work. This clearly meant that Fry knew the killer well. That's why he agreed to meet without hesitation. Landor is very impressed by Edgar's observation, but there were still some incomplete parts in the letter, so Landor and Edgar work together to decode them. After trying for a long time, they conclude that the person who sent the letter was likely a woman. They believe that a young boy would only leave the academy at such a late hour for a woman. Edgar tells Landor that if the killer is a woman, then he might have seen her before. Edgar then shares a secret about his life. He says that his mother died 20 years ago, but her spirit still talks to him. She recites poems to him every night, which Edgar writes in his diary. One morning he wrote a poem about a sad girl who had committed a crime. That same morning, Edgar saw a girl outside his window who looked exactly like the one described in the poem. That's why Edgar thought that the girl might be the killer. He says he only saw the girl once. However, all of this sounds unbelievable to Landor, and he begins to think that Edgar is mad. Later that night, while Landor is in the arms of the bartender Patsy, he asks her about Edgar. Patsy tells him that Edgar is a good boy, and he has no one in this world. That's why he feels his mother's presence in everything, just to feel like she's still with him. Hearing this, Landor feels very sorry for Edgar, because he understands what it's like to be alone in the world. The next day, while Landor is investigating something at the hospital, a thought strikes him. Why would someone want to keep another person's heart? After thinking deeply, Landor begins to believe that this murder may be connected to black magic. He writes a letter to Edgar, asking him to meet at an old, deserted house. By chance, Landor finds evidence of black magic in the house, along with a demonic symbol. By the time Edgar reaches there, Landor finds out that the killer was taking out the hearts of people and animals for black magic rituals. After learning this, Landor and Edgar immediately go to one of their friends who knows a lot about black magic. Landor's friend tells him to take out a book from the bookshelf. The book was written by a famous witch hunter. It was written in the book that one of the rituals to please the devil is to offer the heart of a hanged man to the devil. Along with this, the friend tells Landor that many years ago there was a famous witch hunter named Henry Leclerc, who had killed about 700 witches. He had written another book in which he described a ritual to become immortal. However, nobody knows where that book is now. After this, Landor tells Edgar to go and make friends with the soldiers and try to find out who among them knows about black magic. Edgar does exactly that. He becomes friends with a group of soldiers and learns that the doctor's son, Artemis, knows about black magic. On some excuse, Edgar meets Artemis and becomes friends with him. One day, Artemis invites Edgar to a party. Edgar tells everything to Landor as well. From then on, Landor and Edgar start investigating Artemis together. That night, Edgar goes to Artemis's party, where some of Artemis's friends are also present. Edgar befriends them by reciting colorful poetry to them. While talking, Edgar learns that Artemis and his friend Bellinger